Hello everybody, my name is Algam and welcome to CreepyOS, a game where your operating system has been haunted, so now you get to experience all sorts of unspeakable horrors, right from your computer. By the way, this is the in-game mouse. It is not by choice that it is there. Finally. You stand in the middle of your grandpa's little attic, dimly lit and inhabited by dust, spiders, and old air. Since you have the weird habit of breathing from time to time, a generous helping of that old air now flows through your lungs. Feels a little old. The best thing about this is that he died in his sleep. Who wouldn't want it to end like that? There's a reason dying in your sleep is considered an absolute classic. It's quick, painless, and it doesn't bother people. Just imagine dying on the bus for a second. That would be such a nuisance for the other passengers. People would have to call their workplace and get in trouble with their boss. Maybe there would even be someone who has to pee and can't hold it anymore. And all this just because you decided to die on the bus that day. A bang gets you out of that daydream. It came from downstairs. Your parents are throwing away all of Grandpa's stuff. They said it's mostly old things that nobody wants. You cringed at that. They sound so determined to be done with all this death stuff. Fill out the papers, have a little funeral, appetizers, maybe a few tears, throw away all of his things, and then sell the house. Done. You decided that you hate that, and with that determination came the memories of Grandpa's music. He would always play you his own songs. You remember distinctly that he wanted to make you a little CD with all his music one day. You try to remember the sound, but you're not sure if you can. It's been so long. The only thing was that he would never finish even one piece of music. It was all just a big bundle of little snippets and ideas. Verses without a chorus, choruses without a verse. After 74 years on this earth, he did not finish a single track. So your plan was to find his old computer and detangle that bundle to have something to remember him by. Something solid. Something real. In your hands, you have a little USB stick, ready to welcome those memories and preserve them for you. Trick or treat! That came from the door downstairs. Yes, that is correct. You are rummaging around in the files of a dead man on Halloween of all days. You decide to make the best of it. His old desk is sleeping under a blanket of dust. To the right, you see many boxes, his vinyl records. He loved those. Some old books and notes, also drawers filled with unorganized pens and papers. What are you going to do? There is no way to save, so we'll have to explore everything. A lot of dust, pens, and little notes. This one is funny. Da 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 dee 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 dee. Is this a note for one of his melodies? How would anyone remember how to sing this? Check the records. So many cool records. You like the ones without any text on the front the most. They feel mysterious and obscure. Like you're the first person to find this hidden treasure. Hello, Grandpa? No answer. He is still dead, apparently. Let's put the old computer on the desk. You force the old computer down on the desk. Clouds of dust rise out of every last crevice. God, this would be so miserable to go through. All of that dust. It's unbearable. You decide to open the window. Much better. You rid the monitor of its dust layer, plug in the computer, and pull up a rusty old chair. You sit down and take a closer look at the machine. The plastic turned yellow over the years, and the mouse still has one of those weird little balls in it. Oh, it's that old. It's one of those. You grab it firmly and hope the computer will turn on. You can't wait to hear those songs. But first, you need to find them. With a click, something happens. Welcome, user 666, to CreepyOS. What's going on? This is odd. CreepyOS? You've never heard of this strange system before. The desktop doesn't really make sense either. Could this computer be broken? All the icons seem to be non-functional. Hey, we got spooky chest.exe, some deadly solitaire. The trash is called the pits of hell. My music, user, pro virus. You try using the mouse, but nothing happens. Is it broken? Hey, stranger. Where did you come from? Well, that's unexpected. Some kind of green blob appears on the screen. This is getting stranger by the second. You're not sure what to make of this. Hello, are you some kind of assistant? Assistant? How rude. So, you seem like a cool cat. Heh, oh stop it, you human. You're making me blush. I'm a dungeon slime. My name is Slushy, the greatest adventurer of the OS. Wait, you're actually real? I guess it's a little confusing for the brain of a human. In a nutshell, what you see in front of you is the future of the spook business. I am a creeper. Oh man. My job is to scare humans. That's what gives us creepers energy. You know, the old guard had real dungeons or other creepy places like graveyards and dark churches. But nowadays, the humans like to stay in a seated position in front of a screen like this one. So to survive, we had to adapt. You want me to believe ghosts are real and they live in my grandpa's PC. Oh, so that's who you are. So that wrinkly human is your grandpa? I was wondering where he went. We haven't been activated for a while now. Say, is it true that humans do something called taxes every year? Yeah, and in fact that is the scariest part of our lives. Scarier than anything you could ever throw at us. Why do you know all this stuff about me? Aren't you supposed to scare me? Well, don't tell anybody, but I want to know everything about the outside world. I want to be a great adventurer and see all the faraway places of the world. You're a ghost, right? Why don't you just go and travel the world? Human, I'm a dungeon slime, not a ghost. Anyways, it's not that simple, sadly. When creepers are born, they are bound to their domain. For my kind, that has always been dungeons. But the humans don't have any dungeons anymore, because they are boring. He sent a sadness in his words. Slushy seems to have a desire to be free, like the humans. Whoops, the humans. He's starting to rub off on me. So I was born into this new operating system, and I can never leave and see the pyramids, hear the ocean, or feel the sand, or visit a real dungeon. Instead, I'm stuck here with a strange sound, a very tiny ghost appears. It seems like Slushy isn't the only creeper in this PC. Can you feel the terror, human? Is your blood already boiling because of the agony? Or rather, is it freezing cold from the chilling? I mean, your blood. It's freezing in your body, so to speak. Too scared to talk, huh? Boogie? Oh, human, this is only the beginning of your descent into agony. It's pure terror. I hope you can still think straight after being paralyzed by the spooky shivers of darkness. This tiny little ghost seems to be trying to scare you. You are not sure, though, if it really is. It's very ineffective. I feel like this would actually quit the game, and I don't know if this saves, so... I'm sorry, what is this? What? The human spoke. That's kinda scary. I mean, what? You can't follow? Well then, let me show you the true horrors of this operating system. Boogie, please. You think this is a normal computer? Well, take a look at spookypaint.exe. How about painting your pictures, but you only have one color? Blood red. I wasn't actually expecting it to be blood red. Wow, that's very odd. Haha, disturbingly odd, right, human? You can also take a good look at Spooky Excel, where all your hard work is shifted around in a maddening maze. This is just just Monica. 5, infinity. A sandwich. Help, $1. Meeting for 6, yeah. Hey, there's Clippy right there. To be honest, I don't really use Excel that much. Oh, okay. But I thought humans do their taxes and all that stuff with it. I mean, I do my taxes, but not with Excel. I see. So you do your taxes. How about your trusty friend, the spooky calculator then? Where all of the equations are... just a little off. This would bring a science student to madness, a physics or chemist student to madness right there. Can you feel it, human? The spookness. I mean, the terror and the darkness. Slushy, can you feel the energy from this scared little human? Not really, Boogie. I think the human is having trouble understanding what any of this even is, Boogie. What this is? I can tell you what this is, human. It's... Boogie, don't do this. Please don't do this. It's completely hopeless. I'm a failure and will never be a real creeper. Boogie, stop being so hard on yourself. Easy for you to say. You're not even trying to creep this human, and it seems to be totally scared of you. But when I entered, nothing, nada. It's useless, Slushy. I'm a lost cause. Come on, Boogie, it wasn't that bad. Really? Yes. I mean, tell her, human. Absolutely, I really felt like I was in serious danger. Like, yes, totally. You're doing a good job. And what part scared you the most? Honestly, the calculator. Getting lost in that maze was scary. The maze? Really? Are you sure? There was also the paint, absolutely. It's totally creepy. You sound unsure, human. Was it really scary? Yes. Well, kinda. I mean, you could actually make a lot of art with only the red and white. You could actually do that. It would be very difficult, but so tough to choose. I mean, the calculator was interesting. Slushy, do you know what this means? What is it? The human is lying. It's over for me. What is there left to do for me? This is tough. You kind of feel bad for the little ghost. Randomly, your nose starts to itch. You deform your face to prevent a sneeze. Human? Oh, what is it doing, Slushy? I don't know. Looks like the human is about to... There it is. You feel relieved. What? What is that? A sneeze, Boogie. What? Okay, that kinda scared me. Why though? I don't know, wasn't it kinda loud? Well, I think it was a very normal volume for a sneeze. That's scary though. Isn't it? It was just a sneeze, Boogie. Here I am trying to do my job scaring humans. And what happens? I'm shivering from a sneeze. I'm gonna go back to my place and face the reality. There is no future for me in real creeping. Farewell, human. It's not your fault. What a world. With that, the little ghost vanished to the depths of the system. Slushy looks like he has experienced this many times already. Wow, that was wild. You really react the same way as your grandpa. He would also be confused by Boogie's eccentric spooks. But he would listen to her nonetheless. Seems like Slushy had a connection to your grandpa. Maybe you should tell him what happened. Tell Slushy about your grandpa and his music. You tell Slushy about your grandpa on the day he died. How the phone rang. How your dad cried. How your mom stressed about a million little things. And how you ended up here in this house. Feeling like you have to clean up after someone's passed. The little creeper gets very quiet, but listen carefully to everything you had to say. He realizes that he also lost a friend. Oh, this is horrible. He was such a kind human. He would always be there to check all of Boogie's crazy ideas, and he would tell me all about those faraway places I would love to see. Oh no. Boogie's gonna be devastated by this. She's already unstable from earlier. Slushy and Boogie really seem to know your grandpa. You ask Slushy about your grandpa's music. So strange. I never saw him make any music on this computer. Well, we will never know anyway, since this computer is haunted and all files are sealed away. What does that mean? Can't you give me access to the hard drive to search for the songs? I mean, there's a folder literally right there that says my music. It's not possible, human. A few years ago, this OS has been installed by our dungeon lord. Boogie and I are just lowly creepers that got shipped with it. We have no power over anything under the surface. That makes your stomach turn. You need those songs. You know they have to be here somewhere. Like right there, just under the pits of hell, right? You remember you were just a little kid, sitting right here with your grandpa. He played you a song he made just for you. You can't remember the sound of it exactly. It makes you mad. For my favorite grandkid, he would say, and you would say, but I am your only grandkid, and the two of you would be laughing and singing. There has to be a solution. You share the story with Boogie. Human, that's a beautiful story. You're lucky to be talking to the biggest adventurer of all time, Slushy the Slime. Mark my words, we will find a way to find those lost songs. You will hear them again, and keep the memory of the wrinkly human alive. And speaking of music, this is rather pleasant music. The little guy is hyped up, and you are too. That made the hairs on your arms stand up. Enthusiastically, you ask Slushy about his plan. The plan? Well... Deafening silence, you can see the little slime thinking of something on the spot. We're going to need some energy. You wonder how he would get any energy without anybody to spook. You ask the slime and he thinks. It's not the Dark Ages anymore. We have some energy from other means. That sounded a little mysterious. You sense a secret. You have enough energy? What's the big deal then? Why does the ghost try so hard? Boogie? Oh, she's a perfectionist when it comes to creeping. She works on her programs all night. She believes in the art of creeping, a real connection between the human and the creeper. She seems a little jumpy for her ghost, right? Don't underestimate her, human. But yes, she sure is jumpy. But I won't allow any disrespect in our realm. Boogie is a dreamer and an artist. More of a planner than an actual performer. She struggles with that, but she is the right creeper for our plan. Boogie is going to be our hacker. Wow, the little ghost is a hacker? You can't help but to look a little skeptic. Yep, and a damn good one as well. But Boogie is in a crisis right now, so we need to be careful and convince her. Nobody knows more about this system than her. Without Boogie, there is no way to find those songs. Okay, but where is she? A little twitch in the face of the slime. He pulls his cap down just a little bit. It's that secret again. Slushy, what's going on? You're not telling me something. Human, you have to understand. There's one thing us creeps treasure more than anything in this world. Your personal hygiene? Can you take this seriously, human? Do you think creepers don't bathe or shower? We're probably the cleanest creatures you could think of. My cousin Goo once scrubbed his back so much he almost erased himself from existence. He was lucky. Dungeon slimes can regenerate their bodies. Your cars, right? Oh man, we don't need cars, we're creepers. Besides, my body is tuned to performance. I am faster than any car you could imagine. So it's your bank accounts then. Bank account? Stop it, Hugh. Stop it, human. Who needs money when you have spook energy? Just tell me what's up, Slushy. The thing we treasure most in this world is our pride. Believe it or not, I also had a family once. And it was actually my grandpa who always told me to be adventurous and curious about the world outside. We were proud creepers for centuries. We even had our own little dungeon. It was a wine cellar, nothing big, but humans came all the time to get bottles of wine. We would move things around, make scary voices, and blow cold air into their faces. You should have seen their reactions. They kept trying to be faster and fumbled around dropping bottles, wasting so much precious wine. That was such fun. But the world of creeping changed so fast. In the blink of an eye, 400 years in fact, everything was suddenly digital. 400 years? That's insane. How old is he? You think Slushy is still a kid in the world of creeping? That's crazy. Suddenly people met at this strange place called online. Stuff like your mailbox and your calendar became something called an app. And just like that, people stopped going places. Being a creeper became very challenging. There were less people to spook. That's when the Lords started the digital initiative. The youngest, like me and Boogie, have been put to work in these operating systems to generate our energy. Wow, it sounds like Slushy doesn't even want to be here. That's a little sad, leaving your home and legacy behind to work inside of a computer. Again, the cap wanders a little down his face. His pride is hurt. You tell Slushy how sorry you are. With that, the cap goes up again. Just a little. You try to tell him why people are mesmerized by screens, but you're having trouble explaining it. Maybe it's because you can't explain it. You stumble your words for a while, and then just stop trying. The room turns silent for a second, and you ask Slushy about Boogie. What are we going to do? That's what I wanted to tell you. I'm going to take you to Boogie, but if I do, I have to show you something that hurts our pride every day. Our workplace. Well, that doesn't sound so bad. You imagine a little digital dungeon or something like that. It's bad, human, but it helps us to survive. Oh, and also I am technically not allowed to show this place to you. It's considered treason because it shows you the under-the-hood stuff, you know? And then Slushy seems to start some little executable. Human, I'm gonna go ahead. Follow me through the door. What door? Eh? Where? Well, okay, that is not creepy at all. Wah! The human! What in the name of heavens is this place? Human? Slushy? What are you doing, Slushy? Are you crazy? It's fine, Boogie. I think this human is a friend. Friend? There seems to be some kind of office cubicle. It's almost blindingly ugly. There is a single lonely desk in the middle of this dithered mess. Man, I can see what you're talking about. This actually looks like a rather depressing place. Is this where the little ghost spends his time? That's depressing. You can't be serious. I'm gonna get in so much trouble with the boss. You ask if this is supposed to be a cubicle. What? The human has seen too much. I'm panicking. Help! Calm down, Boogie. We have to help him. It's about his grandpa. His grandpa? Ah, you mean the wrinkly human. Where is he? Slushy adjusts his little cap again. You take the time to slowly explain to Boogie what happened and why you search for that music. Wow. It's so sad. I love that old human. He looked so wrinkly. He inspired me to do the spooky music maker. It would not work because I had some trouble with spooking myself. I can't believe he's gone. Yeah, humans seem to be having such a short life. That's kind of spooky in its own right. Tell me about it. So spooky. Music maker? So he did talk to Boogie about making music. Oh yes, he said he missed making music. It was a long discussion because he insisted on the software to be functional, which is not spooky at all. So naturally, I included some spooky functions, like random ghost sounds popping up. And of course, the only notes you could program were ghost notes. It's so sad he will never be able to see the finished product. Boogie, will you help us get the human music? But Slushy, we are not allowed. It's just too scary. Come on, Boogie. Please help. This is your chance to be brave. Look at that human. He's just like us. We lost our family too. What would you be prepared to do for just a little memory of them? Boogie. I would do everything for my ma'am. That sentence felt like a seam, finally exploding after years of strain. I love my ma'am, and I never really could say goodbye to her. These dungeon lords just did whatever they wanted with us. I was taken away from my home, and I took it on the chin, even if I wanted to stay. That's right, Boogie. And now it's our time to take something away from them. Yes. 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 Well, it's scary. The dungeon lord will notice if we access the system. That's the point. point, Boogie. You can do it. Trust me. I believe in you. Besides, you're the best hacker in the realm. Lords won't even notice you poking around the system. Well, I am a glorious hacker. Anticipation in the air, a moment of silence while the little ghost seems to form something in her head. It won't be easy, but for a pro like me, it will be a walk in the park. If we are fast, we can make it. Undetected. Yeah. Finally, an adventure after my taste. This is great. These little creepers are the best. What is this cubicle, Boogie? Wah! Don't call it a cubicle, human. But it is a cubicle. Slushy. I know, but we don't have to rub salt into the wound. Human, this is the operating system's version of a dungeon. We gather all our energy here. You notice there's another computer inside the computer, right there at Boogie's little desk. This gives you a slight headache. Don't make me say it loud, human. But yes, this is a remote position. Remote? Is this ghost working from home? I sure hope the pay is good. Well, until my great spooks, like the spooky calculator, are refined to be a little spookier. Spookier? At the moment, they're not spooky at all. Slushy? Silence. Sorry. As I was saying, until my great spooks are ready, I am gathering our energy here in this nice office. It's clear that Boogie is a little delusional. You gently try to tell her that this is nothing more than a cubicle. Human, be quiet. It's... Boogie. It's all true. This is pathetic. Look at what I've become. A prisoner in a little cage. This has nothing to do with real creeping. It's just about meeting the quota of the dungeon lord. This is supposed to be an art form. Man, it's a little bit too close to how it is in real life. The little ghost has some fire hidden deep inside. Instead of spooking people with my creations, I have to spook people online. What a shame. Interesting. What does she mean by that? You ask her what it is she's actually doing here. Executing the Lord's policies. That means haunting the human's social media profiles. Mostly. You scratch your head. What does that mean? Oh, it's incredibly boring stuff. I manipulate the humans' online posts, for example. They post something stupid as always, and I add some typos or embarrassing pictures. So you like to spread a little bit of misinformation, I see. Sometimes I edit their photos and add faces into the dark spots, or post something political for them. Oh no. That's shocking. You can't bring yourself to tell Boogie that this is actually scary stuff compared to her other attempts at the craft. Anyway, it's so boring. I know, right? Okay, so what is this plan? I am going to try to access the old routines of this system. In other words, the old folders of your grandpa. We'll take it from there and see where the songs are. Do you have a space device, human? Back to the head scratching. Oh, maybe she meant your USB stick. You wave it in front of the monitor. Perfect, human. The little ghost cracks her knuckles and starts working on the computer. It's a strange spectacle. The PC hums a strange song of data and memory, and then... Wow! What happened, Boogie? This is scary. What is it? I've got the whole system open. I really am good at this stuff. Wow, Boogie, that's awesome. A stream of data, almost like a river flowing through the little cubicle. Look at this. Files everywhere. Files of my programs, folders, and the cubicle as well. Wow, that's kinda freaky. Just be careful, Boogie. This is... Boogie's lost deep inside her thoughts. What is it? It's... everything. All of this place put into a list, sorted alphabetically. And everything has a file size and a name. It's fascinating. Wow. You see these big streams of data, executables, and system files. Everything that makes this machine tick is right in front of you. You take a very careful look at everything. 2 of those files especially catch your attention. You decide to make a mental note. There is something about them. Boogie continues her quest and tends to the keyboard again. Bingo, human. I found the folder. Wow. It's called Afternoon Sessions, and it contains over 400 audio files. That must be it. Grandpa would always make music in the afternoon when he was done with the boring part of the day. Boogie actually did it. Open them, Boogie. We want to hear the wrinkly songs. That doesn't sound good. What happened? Oh, no. The folder is password protected. We have no access. Password? Why would Grandpa use a password for this stuff? Do you know it, human? You don't. What now? You can't think of anything, but you refuse to give up at this point. Human? Little creepers are anticipating your answer, but the silence gives you away. You got nothing. You don't know, human? You plead with Boogie. There has to be another way. I am so sorry, human. You feel awful. Here you are trying to find something wholesome, something important to you. You even dragged these little creepers into the mess with you. You came so far, but now you have nothing to show for it. No! This is not the end of the line. We will not leave this place without those songs. What? But how? The human doesn't know the password. Well, then the human has to think. Come on, human. You can do it. Think. Slushy is right. Human, this is your time now. This is it. I will give you the control over the mouse and keyboard. A privilege humans would normally never get. Make it count, human. You are touched by the creepers' big hearts. They did this for you and got nothing in return. And for the first time, you can actually use the computer. The empty field in front of you awaits an idea. What could that password be? The monitor trembles. A dark shape emerges out of the root subroutines of the system. Boogie. What are you doing, you incapable little pest? It's the lord of our dungeon, Harry. Wow, that's a rather normal-sounding name. Harry, answer me, you fool. Oh, me? I am just working. Today I'm writing the wrong ingredients into some human's food blog recipes. You little maggot, I can see that you're rummaging around in our system routines. This is the last time you disobeyed me, Boogie. This is it. My life is over. What have I done to deserve this? I'm just a little ghost. Silence, Boogie. And you, Slushy, don't even get me started. A standoff. Slushy looks angry and fed up with this, Harry. That entity is fuming with rage. In the blind fit of pure anger, he didn't even notice you yet. But his look shifts, slowly but surely, until those pupils stop at your visage and become as big as 2 hockey pucks. Is this? Oh no. A human? You've done it now. Treason. Treason. Boogie. Slushy. I sentence you to deletion. You're a bully, Harry. You can't call yourself a real creeper. You have no honor. Deletion? Is he gonna hurt them? Yeah. You could argue it's going to be painless, but... Human, That means he will erase us from the system. Erase us from existence. But I'm still so young. But first, tell me exactly what you did. But boss, please, we just wanted to save the files for the human, you see, his grandpa. Silence! You are cooperating with a human? Oh, well, that's a very dramatic way of saying it, but yes, we are. What did you say, you ugly little blob? Hey, Slushy is a dungeon slime, not a blob. You heard me, Harry. You will no longer oppress us. We had a life, and you just took it away from us. You dare to oppose me? Ha 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 ha. Yes, I do. We want to make our own decisions and live a free life. We are running things now. Boogie has full access to the system. You are just puny imps, made for one purpose only. My energy. But that's over now. Boogie. Format the system and erase your green friend. Well, what? I will let you live if you do it. Boogie? Do it! But... Listen to me, you useless bedsheet. You will obey my orders and get the privilege to keep on living in your little cubicle. But Yes. I hate that cubicle, you ugly butt. Ah, you sure showed him. Boogie? Wow, Boogie is so cool. What did you say to me? I said ugly butt. I may not be good at insults, but I am a proud creeper. And I am most definitely not a bedsheet. I am Boogie, the ghost, a spooky artist. We are done with your games, Harry, and now I will contain your program to a partition, because I never want to see your ugly butt face again. You hear me? Boogie, you are the best. Look at you telling Harry what's what, and you're not even scared. Oh, I'm very scared. In the middle of the monologue, I suddenly forgot how to breathe and kind of panicked. But I finished what I had to say anyway. Because I won't be enslaved by you anymore, Harry. You butt person. You stinky butt. Sorry for the bad words. But now, something happened while Boogie held her monologue. Try to do anything now. I revoked your access, Boogie. Now you can't do anything anymore. And I will delete you. I will delete that green slime boy. And I will delete these stupid songs from the face of this operating system. No! Oh, it's true. I can't access anything anymore. Say your last words. This started a timer. Everything will be gone when that timer expires. You fear that this is the end of it all. In the flash, you experience this whole crazy evening again. You see the yellow plastic of the computer. That ugly operating system. It's hopeless. Farewell, human. I don't want to die. You see the little slime that encouraged his friend to stand up for herself. You see your grandpa, and you see yourself standing beside him. He looks at you, as if you're the only thing in the world at the moment. Human! Boogie's voice echoes through this foggy memory. The password. You still have access. Grandpa hands you a little guitar. It's a gift. She's right, human. Save your songs. Grandpa says, for my favorite grandkid. And then, laughter. Farewell, human. You're not half bad, you know. Farewell, human friend. Try to remember. Suffer! Grandpa did so much for you. He must have really loved you. Enter your name. Strange sounds echo from the depths of all this chaos. What? What is happening? The files are all there. So much stuff. You won't have enough time, Human. In a trance, you copy the whole folder to your USB stick. It's such a close call that you really just go through the motion without thinking. And then... It's a little later. Dust is starting to settle. It's home on the old computer again. You haven't touched it since your crazy adventure, and you think it will stay that way forever. Because you got what you came for. You pull up your smartphone. You really got away with all of Grandpa's songs. The transfer to your smartphone is almost finished. You got what you came for. The file names tell you nothing. Even if you knew those songs once, you kinda just forgot about them. But here they are, in the digital flesh. Hundreds of little memories preserved. You got what you came for. And also, a little more. Let's see if this works. You navigate through the files on your phone and take a look at them. There are 2 more that you managed to copy over. It's a good thing that you made that mental note back when you saw the system folders. In the days, you managed to grab these files and transferred them to your stick as well. So, time to start them. And with a little bleep and a bloop, 2 familiar shapes emerge. This time inside of your trusty little smartphone. Slushy and Boogie. Human? What is this? Where are we? Boogie? Slushy? Human? Whoops. I can't believe it. It's a Christmas miracle. Halloween, but yes it is, Boogie. I'm so glad we are here. Human, you saved us, but how? Explain your little side mission to get these adorable creeps out of that tyrannical operating system. Wow, the human is not stupid after all. You know, I can delete your files just as easily as him, you know. Impossible, but yet here we are. You told them you didn't want to listen to the song without them. You saved us, human. And we are in your smartphone. Does that mean... Slushy moves his cap up so far he almost drops it. He realizes what this means for him. We can see the whole wide world. You can take us to the pyramids, castles in the hills, Stonehenge, a pub. We can finally see a human do its taxes. It's not as exciting as you would think. We can finally visit our family? Yes, they can. You got them in your pocket, and you will take them everywhere they want to go. Wow. Human, thank you. You are our best friend in the whole world. What a strange day. You talk to the little ones for a while, and the next months you will grow closer. Together you will see many people and places, always ready for the next adventure. But first, you press play. Why? Oh, Boogie, be quiet. It's one of the songs. It's kinda scary, no? Shush. It sounds different than you remember, but now it all comes back. Everybody gets quiet and listens carefully. Grandpa has the stage. Let's not talk anymore for today. Let's dance. Okay, and then it closed. So that was CreepyOS, and overall it's just a charming story. It's not a visual novel in the way that I'm used to seeing it, you know? Where you get a bunch of choices, and the new choices have an effect on the story, and it's going to affect an ending, you know, where you're immersing yourself in it, as if you, the player, are there. This really is more of just a visual novel. And I think that that's fine. It takes advantage of the medium pretty well, I would say. With character designs, some sounds, some music, in order just to tell a cute little story about spooky beings wanting to spook people. And that's it. Yeah, overall just a cute and charming story. I kind of do hope that they continue to make more visual novels. But yeah, anyway, thank you so much for watching, and wherever you are, I wish you a good day, evening, or night, and stay safe, everyone.